Grab your 100% free training right now on the 7 major steps to becoming a long-term successful trader. The very first link in the description, click on that to get the free training right now. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because trading can cause substantial financial loss. There's so many areas to become a good trader. So this here is just the education only and it's not financial advice. Hey traders, John Howell here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how the bank stocks are flashing a warning sign. And what is that warning sign? For quite some time, right, we have seen the bank stocks just go up and 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 up, right? Like we've seen some really bullish moves in the bank stocks. Like right now we're looking at JPMorgan. But right now we're starting to see some flashing of warning signs that something is not right within the banks right now. We don't need to look at the fundamentals to tell us that whatever's happening right now in the economy, including the interest rates, are actually hurting the bank stocks because the bank stocks are struggling to move up. So right now we're actually starting to see these bank stocks be quite weak on the downside, right? So we had a high, we had a low, we had a lower high, and as you can see, right, we had this. If we have, let me do this thing through here, right? So we had this high, then we had a lower high, we had this nice breaking of the low, beautiful setup there, beautiful trade, came back up, now it's creating another lower high. It looks like we're trying to break these lows as well too. So we're starting to get a lot of weakness there in JPMorgan. If we go have a look at, say, the longer term time frame charts, let's go have a look at this weekly chart here. So we'll have a look at this weekly chart here. This is the weekly chart, and as we can see, right, big common software, work for me, you could do it, big massive double top, right? Big massive double top, and now we're breaking down through here. So those longer term pictures, that longer term picture on JPMorgan as an example, we have basically a very strong neckline around that 104 level, and we had this major resistance through here of that 118 level. Now if like with JPMorgan, if we break below this 104 level, then the projection is you measure from the low of the channel to the high of the channel, project that down, and that's now where we have like an 80% probability of getting down to. Let me bring up a bit more of a longer time chart and let me show you where there. Let me share with you what I see on a bit more of a longer term weekly chart. There we go. What a coincidence, right? I think not. Look at this here. My projection comes right in line with this support level here. Coincidence? I absolutely think not. So that's what's happening right now in the bank stocks. I love this volatility in the market. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it, right? Volatility is awesome for traders. Anyway. So that's what we're seeing right now. So once we start to get a weekly close below here, we have a bit of a drop coming in the markets, and that could be somewhere in the vicinity of another 15% drop, right? We're already starting to see the weakness in the markets coming into the markets right now. Let me go and share with you some of the other stocks through here. So let's go through and have a look at, say, Goldman Sachs. So look at Goldman Sachs just on the short term here. Goldman Sachs had a lower high, rally down. Now it's making another lower high. Look at this big selling down candle through here. So a lot of weakness coming into Goldman Sachs. Let's have a look at let's have a look at that weekly chart. As you can see, right, ran down, came back up, hit this resistance level. If we have a look at this time frame through here, Goldman Sachs especially, right, is so much weaker than the Dow Jones. And Goldman Sachs, what is Goldman Sachs forming right now? Goldman Sachs is forming what? A massive head and shoulder formation. Look at this here. Shoulder, head, shoulder formation. Now, where is the projection on this? What I do is I measure from the top of the head down to the neckline. Once we break, we're likely to go down to there. And look at that. Where does that projection come down to? That projection comes down to this support level with resistance here, support level here. That is not a coincidence, right? Look at that big, massive head and shoulder formation, right? Bank stocks are flashing warning sign. Bank stocks are absolutely just flashing this massive warning sign right now that underneath the surface, we may be already starting the recession right now, and we're just not seeing it, right? Because we know the recession comes, right? Recessions start after 2 bad quarters in the markets. I think that's what they say anyway. So that's Goldman Sachs. Let's actually continue on here. So that's Goldman Sachs. What was the one? Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley, same thing too, right? Same as just getting very on the downside, just very weak on the downside when it comes to that. And also we've got Bank of America as well too. So Bank of America is actually, wow, look at Bank of America today. I just noticed that. Look at that. Big down bar, selling volume coming into this. Why didn't I see that? What's happening here on this weekly chart? Oh, we had that strong support level there, didn't we? And we're now breaking past that level there. So looks like this may be getting ready to come down to, there's probably a little bit of support down through there. So probably looks like our Bank of America is starting to get a lot of weakness in it. We're starting to get especially that volume coming into where it is right now. Looks like we may start to see a lot more downside to come in Bank of America, because that's already broken that support level there. So the next stop down here is 26. So there we go, guys. Bank stocks are flashing massive warning sign. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you grab the 100% free training, the 7 major steps to becoming a long-term successful trader. Over the last 15 years of trading the markets and doing really well, and also being mentored by multiple 7-figure traders, I've learned some 7 major steps to becoming a really good trader. So make sure you click on that very first thing in the description. Also click on the subscribe button. Make sure also in the link in the description, you also can check out my Facebook page. Also, you can get my brand new book called The Flow of Success. So make sure you grab that as well too. And also make sure you leave a comment and let me know what you thought about this training as well. And I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, just let me know.